Mr. Ledesma, under Republic Act 11463, itong Malasakit Centers Act. Pag yung pasyente kasi na-admit sa ospital, kung mataas po ang counterpart ng PhilHealth, mas mababawasan po yung kanyang out-of-pocket expenditures. Halimbawa na lang po, ito based on real experience po ito, real life experience. Merong hospital billing yung pasyente 87,000. Ang sasagutin ng PhilHealth dahil sa case, mababa yung case rates ninyo, usually merong dyan 7,000. 80,000 pa yung balanse niya. Pupunta yan ng DSWD, bibigyan ng pamasahe, or pupunta sa regional offices, provision nila, bibigyan ng medical assistance, nakakuha ng 5,000 doon, o 10,000, may balanse pa siya ng 70,000, binawasan ng PhilHealth 7,000, 10,000 sa DSWD, bibigyan ng PCSO kung saan man yung opisina nila. Wala silang personnel doon sa Malasakit Center, pupunta doon sa opisina nila, bibigyan nila 5,000 sa financial assistance. Meron pa silang balanse na 65,000. Pupunta yan ng DOH para sa MAIF program. MAIF program, bibigyan ng 30,000, depende po sa DOH. So, ang naging balanse pa niya ay 35,000. So, yan nangyari po, sir. Mangungutang yan. Ibibenta yung karabaw. Mangungutang, isasangla yung refrigerator. Yan po nangyayari sa bukid. So, kung mataas yung inyong case rates, mataas yung counterpart ninyo, mas mababawasan yung problema ng pasyente, yung out-of-pocket expenditures nila. Malaking tulong po yun. Buti na lang po may malasakit centers na lalapitan sila sa one-stop shop naman po itong malasakit center. Lapit sila sa PCSO, DSWD at DOH sa kanilang pagpapa-hospital. Sana po ay mas taasan nyo pa ang inyong case rates, expand benefit packages para mas mababawasan po ang papasanin ng mga mahirap nating kababayan. Hindi na sila kailangan magmakaawa sa iba't ibang ahensya ng gobyerno, hindi na sila magsasangla ng kanilang kagamitan at ibibenta yung karabaw para lang po makalabas sa ospital at mawawala yung pangamba nila na magpa-check up at magpa-hospital.
We agree, Mr. Chair. We agree completely. No, we share the same direction. No, and we agree with your comments, Mr. Chair. Just want also to mention one more thing. No, sa batas po yung no balance billing. I think for government hospitals it's 90%. For specialty hospitals it's 70%, and then for private hospitals it's 10%. No, so talaga nakaano yan, very clear yan sa batas po. No. Just wanted to highlight that, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Sa inyong consulta providers, ilan na ho ba ang nasa Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao sa ngayon at sa NCR, ilan ho ba? At sa mga far-flung areas, do you have the data?
Yes, we do, Mr. Chair. We're just give us a few seconds to pull out the data, Mr. Chair. We have it, Mr. Chair. The aggregate, Mr. Chair, is 3,117. Pero yung breakdown po ng Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, if we can submit it to you within the day, Mr. Chair. We don't have it on hand po eh.
How about the DOH? Do you have the data na ilan ho bang super health centers or health centers are accredited with the consulta program ng PhilHealth? Yun naman ang sinasuggest natin long time ago.
I have. Mr. Chair, hiningi po natin sa ating technical staff yung disaggregation.
Mr. Chair, if you would allow.
Go ahead po.
Dr. Domingo. On our records for the total of 32 super health centers, we have already accredited 22, and these are in Region 2, Region 3A, Region 3B, NCR, Region 4B, Region 6 and 7. So we are working on the remaining 10 to be accredited to, Mr. Chair.
Anong basis niyo rito sa 32 po?
These are the 32 super health centers in those areas, in those regions that I have enumerated, Mr. Chair.
So yung sa Mindanao, sa Visayas, wala pa kayo data.
Wala pa po akong
Mr. Chair.
data. We'll just check on that, Mr. Chair.
I have the data, Mr. Chair. Doki.
Go ahead po, President Ledesma.
So again, Mr. Chair, the aggregate is 3,117. Let's break it down, Mr. Chair, no? For Luzon, Mr. Chair, we have Area 1 and Area 2. Area 1 would be 794, Area 2 would be 969, no? So for Luzon, it's 794 plus 969. That's around 1,800, Mr. Chair, roughly. And then for Visayas, we have 572 for Visayas. And for Mindanao, Mr. Chair, we have 782. So again, for a total of 3,117.
Ito yung mga service provider ninyo.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Actually, for consulta, Mr. Chair, yung sa Luzon, Mr. Chair, the exact number is, if you add 794 and 969, it's 1,863, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Sa ngayon po ba, Mr. Ledesma, anong proof mo ng membership ng PhilHealth sa ngayon? Papel or card? Or do you issue or anong proof
We
na?
just have like a cardboard. We have like a cardboard, but Mr. Chair, we keep on reiterating, diba? The whole population from the day you're born till the day you die can avail of the membership, no? Can avail of the services. So actually, kahit sino naman, wala.
Oh yes, yes. Since member naman tayo lahat, no?
Everyone
Pero
is a member.
pagdating ng panahon, since ano na tayo, updated na tayo, sa ngayon, no? Marami ng more on online tayo. Baka pwede niyong pag-aralan na pagdating sana ng panahon, meron tayong maganda, presentable na card, or i-laminate nyo lang yung sabi nyong cardboard ninyo or yung papel ninyo, i-laminate nyo lang na yung membro, meron silang bit-bit, andyan yung numero at wala silang pangamba, wala ipipresenta nila ito sa mga accredited consulta provider na ipapakita nila. Kasi yung iba talaga, hindi talaga nila alam. Wala silang proof, wala silang hawak. Kung wala silang proof, wala silang hawak. Katulad nung namatay na ayaw magpa-hospital, ayaw magpa-check up, maaring hindi niya alam na membro siya ng PhilHealth.
Understood, Mr.
That is possible na hindi niya alam. Kasi takot siya magpa-hospital. Pero once na meron silang proof, membro naman ako ng PhilHealth, so papakita niya, maaari pagdating ng panahon at sana maging maayos, though we are still very far yet sa full implementation ng universal healthcare. But kaya natin ito.
Actually, Mr. Chair, we've been discussing on that health ID card for PhilHealth, no? In fact, we're even toying with the idea of including features, security features and all that. And then with that card, you'll be able to access your contribution, your membership data, and the list of packages and all that, no? So we are seriously looking into that.
Hindi naman
Mr. Chair.
kailangan mahal. Kung may palaminate nyo lang yung papel. Basta meron silang proof o may hawakan lang sila na ipapakita nila sa mga provider ninyo.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Malaking tulong po yun sa peace of mind po ng ating mga kababayan. Pwede nyo bang ma-explain lang po itong sa inyong pinangako ng mga top 10 mortality diseases, yung plano nyo for this year?
Mr. Chair, can I allow
Yes.
Dr. Ish Pargas to
Okay.
touch on the top 10 most common diseases based on mortality and morbidity?
At
Yes.
saka
Thank you,
ano
Mr.
yung mga plano nyong implement this year aside from the top 10 mortality diseases? Yung mga dental benefit packages na sabi nyo lang kanina, ano pang iba't ibang programa na plano nyong gawin ngayong taong ito?
Yes, Mr. Chair, with the permission of our President. Katulad po nung nabanggit ko, so meron na po tayong nailabas na 2 benepisyo ngayong January. And ngayon pong bago matapos ay yun nga pong ating outpatient rehabilitation with the assistive mobility devices. This February, we are planning to come out and we are just finalizing the policy on this. This has been approved already by the Good Board. Yun pong ating expansion ng Z-benefit for heart surgeries that will include expansion of the benefit for bypass graft. For yun pong tetralogy of Fallot, yun po yung parang blue baby na tinatawag sa mga kabataan. And of course, on the ventricular septal defect or yung pong binabanggit na may butas sa puso,